Hi, everybody. Did everybody go insane this week like I have?
Tell me about it, Stud.
Oh, my God. You're looking good there. Wow.
I'd have the leather on, but it's a little too warm being a hot summer night.
Yeah, it's I've got my sunglasses over my glasses that I can see with, so that's my claim to fame. Hi, everybody. What's going on? Potato Head. I love that.
Potato Head, welcome.
Potato Head, Dove Omega, Steve Cutler. Steve, I dropped that bongo one in with Trump and
Just for
Biden.
Lucky. Just for Lucky.
Yeah, I saw that this morning, and several of you liked that, so I figured, what the hell, man? Why not? Trish T,
Why
Natalie.
not?
Hi, Natalie. Hi, Shelly.
Natalie. Hi,
SFT, free thinker. Oh my God, the house is
Did
filling
you guys
up.
like the open? Did you like the open? Come on, I got to get you in the mood. We're doing the grease theme
Yeah,
tonight.
we're doing the grease thing. We got Jelly Love,
Really.
Popeye.
Hey, David Crow. I see David Crow hanging out.
Kamshwari, Kate. Oh, Kate, always great to see you, Kate. Pat, the Batman fan. We have a Jamie Coon song tonight.
We do.
We do.
Yes,
we do. There's the Crow. What's up, Bongo Fury? Yes. Yes. Ella. Hi, Ella.
Okay.
Oh my God.
See
Everybody's
if I can wear
pissed
these for a
off.
while. Pretty dark.
Pissed off. Oh
Cookie
my
stuff.
gosh. There's little. Yee. K not telling. I love it. I love these names in here. Oh, they're great. They're great. Let me see if I missed anybody over on the tubes.
I was hanging out over on Fair and Balance's chat just before the show. Yeah, she was rocking it over there. Got a beautiful pool in the background. Like, ooh, I'm jelly.
Yeah.
I want to be in the pool.
I have a nice pool. Let me see. I got Kim up here. Kim,
Okay.
hi Kim. I don't know if you're still here. That was from earlier. Let me see.
Are you on the Rockfin? Where are we at? Where are we at?
Are you on the Rockfin? I'm
I'm on the
President
Rockfin now.
Jesus Alwalski. Al, what's going on, Al? Al, I think Cirrus. There's Cirrus. Oh, Cirrus, you're always. God, some of the folks have been with us for like what,
I
3
heard
years?
Kate was here. I heard
Kate
Kate
is
made it.
here. Kate is here.
Yay, Kate made it.
Kate
Yay. I'm
made
like,
it.
you got Wi-Fi where you are. Everybody's on vacation, and I just love it that people are tuning in from their vacations. How awesome.
Yeah, shit. What a better way not to spend a vacation with you and me. Well, you maybe, but not me. So.
Hey, we're like a club every Saturday night for 2 years. We've been just hanging out with our peeps, and it's awesome.
Barbara says, I'm here. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you, Barb. Good to see Barbara. You need to send us your address because we've got something for you.
Yeah, we do have
we've
something
got
for you.
something for you. So please.
You can send it to me on Facebook.
Yeah.
Just send it to me PM or
Yeah.
Facebook.
We've got to send. Have you seen Anthony yet? Is he here?
Anthony, I don't know, but I hope he comes in.
Who's over on the
Definitely.
fin? Fred's over on the
Got it.
fin.
Fred's on the fin.
Ronnie Graham. Copeland
Right.
Morris.
Oakland.
Got the roll call.
Welcome.
Kate's over on the fin too. Good to
Kate,
see you
that's where
guys.
Kate's at. There's where it's Kate.
Yeah.
Oh, Roar Media's in there. Hey, Roar Media.
Roar Media. Who the hell is that?
I don't know who those yahoos are.
All right, let's let's keep an eye on that. I want to make sure we shout everybody out as we can. There are crows over there on the fin now too. Switch the feed, happy haps. Yeah. We got our Patreon. Is this where we beg?
Yeah, our Patreon. You can join our Patreon. There's different tiers, and we have. Oz and I were talking about this in the green room. We started the adventure of upgrading my studio in May, and due to unforeseen things in the world, like
COVID.
supply chain shortages
Monkeypox.
and fucking other companies going down.
Heat.
We're still waiting. Yes. So as soon as my system is here and up and running, you're going to see a lot more coming from me because I'm going to have the power.
You are going to have the power, Shira. And the system is done. It's sitting.
Yeah, I know.
It's sitting
That's
in
the
the
thing. It's
packing
built.
department. We're sorry, but due to
Send it.
COVID, and I'm thinking, well, yeah, that'll work for a couple of
Yeah.
days, and see what you could do. So.
I'm blind with these things on.
Yeah, I'm too. I'm gonna have to take mine off, but I think I look
I'm
kind
gonna
of
wipe
cool
their
with
sides.
my weird hair here.
No, you look like a total go grease lightning.
Go grease, go grease lightning.
I did listen to the soundtrack in hair and makeup, so
I listened to it
I'm
this
in the
week
mood.
too. I had to. I absolutely had to.
Yeah, you did.
This week, funny week. I got into Hardlands Media yesterday at the end of their show, and the pizza wars continue. And it's kind of funny because after I got out of there was a poll on MSN Network, which we don't like, but I am on. And guess who won the pizza wars? Do you have a guess?
Who?
Anybody got a guess?
Come on, tell me. Farron made it into the chat.
Farron, there
Welcome.
she is.
She brought her posse with her too.
Yes, she did.
Her
She
posse's on
did.
Broadway.
Yeah, actually, Fiorella, the combo
Hey.
couch won The
Did I have any
pizza
doubts?
war here. This they had a poll over there, and the poll results were 20% of the people favored New York style pizza,
Of course.
17 Chicago, Italy 13%, and other 30%. I don't know what that means, and I can't decide. I get that, but there's Kit Cabela there, and I saw him flip off the audience and yesterday in his stream, so I decided I'm going to screen cap that because I didn't have a recent picture of him. I hope you don't
Come on,
mind, Kit. Tell us how you really
Yeah.
feel.
Yeah,
But-
I've been tuning in a lot over there lately, and
Yeah.
it's really fun watching the Pizza Wars because, of course, I tune into Combo. And I've always agreed with Fee on this one.
Yeah, me too.
New York all the way for me, even though I've had Chicago pizza, but for me, it's a carb thing. That's a lot of carbs and a lot of bread.
I know.
So.
And honestly, those Chicago pizzas have got too much cake on them.
Cake?
Yeah, they're too thick. Some people like
Right.
thick crust, but on that poll, as a matter of fact, thin crust was the most popular too. And I like thin crust. I like toppings and things.
So you guys better be tuning into Heartlands and the Combo Couch to keep up with the ongoing Pizza Wars.
Well, just to show you what a good sport Kit is, he responded to that because I put this on Twitter, and he's doubling and tripling down. Chicago-style pizza is the best. Well, according to the bazillion people here, what is that? What is that? 1,223,453,000,000, something like that. I've never seen a poll with that large of a number. Honestly, I pumped those numbers up. But when I took this, I didn't. That's the only number I pumped up. But when I took this, it was actually 20% in favor of, and then 17%. And then 13 and so on. So
yeah,
I jerked it around a little bit, in all honesty, Kit. But it was 60,000 when I did 60,000. That's a pretty good poll. So
that's pretty funny.
It was good. So, but Kit, being the good sport he is, and
I'm gonna shout out our YouTubes real fast before we move on to the next slide.
Oh, we have YouTubes. You want to do it?
Yeah, we got a Super Ray, or not a Super Ray, it's a Super Chat. It's Hobbs45 says, Rockfin retweet, Hunter Biden is an energy expert because smoking that much crack would give you a lot of energy. Steve Poikonen. Yeah, Steve Poikonen, our friend at Sloy News Day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and again, we want to thank everybody for joining us. We have that analyst look, that trailer park analyst. Is that what we are? Something like
yes,
that.
we're trailer park analysts.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I've got a nice old. Hey, Eric, what's going on, Eric? We got a great Sabby Sab segment in here, Eric. So everybody stick around.
We got a lot of good stuff in the deck tonight. There's a little weird. There's a little, Bohemian Groves going on this weekend. So yeah, we got stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna.
But first, I want to shout out to all of our supporters. You guys have been so amazing. You keep us going. Just when I'm just like at my lowest, Oz sent me an email saying, oh, your system is built, but they haven't shipped it out and they're having delays because of COVID. And I was so frustrated. And I was just like, and Anthony just mails us a letter in the old fashioned snail mail with a nice, sweet pick you up. And we know that you guys don't have a lot to give. We know that we're the working class fighting for each other. So it means so, so much when you guys give us even the little bit, we're not Bernie Sanders. We're not taking it for granted when you guys go without, so that way we can get another streaming service or pay for something, an upgrade that we need. So we appreciate you more than we could ever have words for.
Anthony, thank you. It was
Anthony.
so nice of Anthony too. Old fashioned snail mail with a stamp.
Yes.
So that was nice too. So we really do. Again, we sincerely appreciate.
Well, welcome. If Farron sent you, and I see a lot of new faces, we are trailer park analysts, and we go through the week's news and just give you our effed up bent on it. And I'm Beauty, he's the Boomer.
Yeah, I think I wish I was the Beast, but I don't rise to that occasion. The theme this week is Greece.
It's Greece. We do a theme normally.
Yeah,
so it's hot summer nights.
And I like to attach myself to the beauty school dropout because back in the day, but now you see what I've devolved into here. This picture is from today, and you'll never guess what I was doing, Chanda. Can you guess? Can you? Can you
I
guess?
don't know, sir. What are you doing?
I was cleaning out the chimney in for my wood stove out in the studio, out in the main studio. That's a live studio.
Oh, in my room. Yeah.
Yeah, in your studio back there, and I pulled the top pipe off, and it looked like I was in actual one of those movies where somebody pulls the end of a pipe off, and it just dumps the whole thing all the way down, and I got the award for dumping the chimney soot down my front. I felt like chimney. So that was that. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to some of these folks here. Yes, Farron, I refaced you. I think.
Oh yeah, Farron, you joined the crowd.
Yeah,
those who just get refaced.
Yeah, and one of your supporters and our followers said, Farron, are you going to be on tonight? No, we just refaced, and I said, well, if the face fits, wear it. That's all I can say, Farron. So,
we want to bring Farron on singing. She's going to be doing some karaoke for us.
Yeah, she goes. So anyway, I refaced myself on Rizzo. You were on Frenchie, and Farron was on Marty, I think. So that Marty
was my favorite.
Yeah, Marty,
I like Frenchie, but Marty was always my favorite.
Yeah, Marty,
because I was like Marty.
Marty was fun. Speaking of refaces, we've got a reface from last year, I think. You've got that. Is that Brother P on?
Yeah, it's Brother Pasta from Combo Couch.
Look at that. Yeah, it's hard to reface on John Travolta without knowing it's actually John Travolta, isn't it? So
now, I didn't do this other reface. This is some of the crap that I'm seeing out there in social media. Hunka, burning love. The delusional people thinking that Bernie Sanders should run and will run is just blowing my mind. But there was this question I saw on Twitter of what is something we don't talk about that we need to talk about more? And somebody said, Turk said, how 70 and 80-year-olds are generally regarded as unemployable due to mental decline and skill mismatch, yet they exclusively run this country.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I mean, look at what is Dianne Feinstein's 122 or something like that.
Oh my God! Yeah, who knows?
And
who knows?
Pelosi's 80,
all that
81. Yeah,
man.
Pelosi's 81. I don't know how old Schumer is, so I'm not being ageist here. It's kind of my club because I'm well on my way.
You're the boomer.
I'm the boomer, man. So I just hope I don't cognitively decline any more than I already have.
Oh hell no, you're sharp as a tack, man. You could tear these guys down any day of the week.
I would enjoy. Shayla, hi, Chanda and Oz, and everybody else too.
Okay.
Thank you. God, look at all these people in here. We're gonna have to close the door. We've got a lot of. Thanks for bringing everybody over, Farron. It's nice to have.
Yeah, Farron brought the party.
Yeah, she brought the party. What do you got here, Chanda? What is this? Is this Uncle Joe doing something fun? Or what?
We got a lot of Uncle Joe and hypocrisy to show you guys tonight. So yeah, Joe's being Joe this week.
Joe's being Joe. Okay, yeah, he's been Joe really bad all week, hasn't he? Let me see. Let me hit the right button here. There we go.
We do have breaking news to bring to you, and I'm actually going to read the statement straight from the White House right now. They are announcing that President Joe Biden has indeed tested positive for COVID-19.
Getting some breaking news in from the White House now. We are learning the president has in fact tested positive for COVID-19.
He is vaccinated. He's had his 2 boosters.
He has been twice boosted, so that means he's had 4 shots at this point.
Meanwhile...
That was terrible. That was terrible.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
That wasn't terrible. But I love this meme right here. This meme right above me.
Joe has
the Rona. He can't smell us.
Oh my God. Oh boy. Then you had to bring this, Chanda. I had to scold Chanda for this.
Well, Hillary had to get in on it.
Yeah, she did. What is that you're pointing at there? Is that
she pulled the plug?
She pulled the plug. Oh my God, how mean. That's violence.
She was probably just charging her cell phone, She's got that podcast she's doing with her Chelsea now. So.
Oh my God! You sure she wasn't plugging the bolts into her neck in or something with that, or what?
That's a pretty good smile on her face. Is that the one where the balloons dropped? I think that's the balloon drop face. I'm pretty sure that's from the DNC convention 2016 with the balloon drops.
That's scary. Balloon drop scary.
That is balloon drop scary.
That is balloon drop scary. I've got I've got something coming here. What do I got here? Oh, we got a super ray or super chat. We have a super Al Walski making right the master of might. There you go, Al. I love that. Thank you so much, Al. Thank you so much. Check out Beauty and the Boomer.
We
After
appreciate
party.
you, Al.
Yeah, Al.
Al's
Thank you
always
so
sharing us out
Yes.
everywhere. Thank you. So
Yeah.
is Fred.
Yes.
Appreciate you guys.
To everybody, again, we wouldn't be doing this if we didn't have the kind of support we have from you guys. It's fantastic. Chanda, you're going to have to get that velvet rope up because I think we're at capacity.
I know. I'm seeing we're getting close. So this next one, you actually pointed out to me this morning. So I went and grabbed it. I hope you like the cut I made on it because, you know, Jamie kills no matter what he says.
I'm sure it's the perfect cut because we share a brain, you know.
We do.
He did it again! President Biden shook hands with Air. More on that performance in a minute. But first, our top stories tonight. Bill Gates is generously giving away all his wealth, and we'll tell you to who. A very non-compliant Japanese prime minister has been taken care of. In Canada, Justin Trudeau is improving his reign of terror. The Pelosi's are excelling at insider trading. And Victoria's Secret went woke with feminism, and now they're going broke. Also, we're trying to turn the US into a third world country. We'll tell you how in a moment. But first, America's most trusted physician, who hasn't treated a single patient in decades, Anthony Fauci, has announced he will retire at the end of Biden's current term. Which could be any day now, if you know what I mean. The very trustworthy Fauci has held the position as the director of the NIH since 1984. No coincidence there. But once retired, there is no telling how the gain-of-function department at the Wuhan lab will remain funded. Dr. Fauci's retirement plans include enjoying the rest of his years while sipping drinks on the beach while trying to not get caught for what he's done. And over the weekend, a non-law-abiding gunman opened fire in an Indiana shopping mall, leaving at least 3 people dead. Luckily, he was stopped by let's leave out this next part about how a good Samaritan with a handgun shot and killed the gunman, preventing more deaths. Because wouldn't we be better off if law-abiding citizens couldn't own guns? In other news, the New World Order's own Bill Gates has announced he will give away virtually all his wealth to his foundation. And because his foundation is owned and controlled by him, he'll be giving away all his wealth to himself. That's how his philanthropy works. Back to Biden. After seeing the president shake hands with Air back in April while in North Carolina, many Americans underestimated the president, thinking, well, that was a one-time thing and it'll never happen again. But it did! This time on the world stage in Israel. But unfortunately on this occasion, they got him to his seat that he didn't know he was supposed to go to quicker, which meant other world leaders weren't able to watch him wander around walking in circles for as long. And for those who are so confused that they think Hunter's dad is confused, here's Biden getting off the plane in Israel saying, "What am I doing now?" And that's a very decisive question showing strong leadership. We also have new reports coming out that during the presidential campaign, when Biden wasn't hiding in his basement and was actually showing up for public engagements, he had to be fed pills just to function. Because without them, he was reportedly like a small child. Like a small child? Well, no report yet on whether or not he was sexually aroused by himself. But Hunter lists Joe as Pedo Peter in his phone.
Oh, that was harsh, JP. Harsh, JP.
That was harsh, but you know what? There was some truths in there. I want to give some shout outs for some super rays and super chats. Super rays, David Crow. Hey, David Crow.
Dave.
This show answers the primary question of the Collapse of Civilizations podcast. I absolutely agree. And Ronnie Graham, what is the best omelet you ever had? Mine was Paris by about 10,000%. I make my own omelets, but I got to say it was DC. I was hungover, and it was me and Miss Amber King, best omelet I ever had. And Becca C over on the YouTubes, thank you for the cute little sticker.
Oh, we love that. Thank you, Becca C. Good to see you, Becca. The best omelet I ever had was actually, it was 2 omelets, small ones. I had this killer hangover, mega headache.
It's always with the hangover.
Yeah,
right?
and the thing of it is that worked so well. I just took and cooked the omelets up, and I put one on each eye, and that really was the best. That helped more than anything. It was fantastic. Yes. So what I hear, Sister Sabby says she thinks Gavin Newsom's going to run for president.
I think absolutely they are setting him up too. That he's been, meeting in the back rooms, smoke-filled rooms for a long time now. They've been priming him, and yeah, he's definitely on the road. How will the American people feel about him? That's kind of yet to be seen. But I don't, So I brought this because trying to remember if this was just Fox News? Yeah,
I think it's Fox.
Well, I had a Heartlands talking. This is Heartlands. That's what I thought.
Is it Heartlands? Okay.
It's Heartlands Media. And they're calling, it's Daniel. Daniel brought this. And he's talking about, he points out Fox News, how fucking stupid they are to keep calling out, like, the Democrats are so progressive. They freak out. Like, oh my God, if Gavin Newsom gets elected, oh my God, can you imagine the progressive policies he's gonna fucking bring? And it's like, you guys just don't even realize how stupid that sounds, because they are not even anywhere near progressive. I call them Republicans. Are you kidding me? Thank you, Heartlands, for calling this crap out, because Fox News is just as bad as CNN. Yeah, let us not forget.
When I saw this originally on Fox News, there's progressive Gavin Newsom. He ain't even, he's not 1,000 miles west of progressive.
Or Harris, come on.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's give it a whirl here and see what's going on.
Let's take a look.
Kamala Harris and Gavin Newsom are engaging donors in what appears to be perhaps preparation for a potential White House bid if Joe Biden doesn't run. Leo Terrell is with us now. Leo, tell me, is a Newsom-Harris ticket a winning ticket?
No, absolutely not. But let me tell you right now, they are running for president because Joe Biden is not going to run after the midterm. You can save this tape. Let me be as clear as possible. Newsom is the worst governor in this country. Crime, homelessness, critical race theory.
Yeah,
but that's not a prerequisite. He's woke.
Doesn't belong with the other.
Woke progressive, and all the candidates who are running are woke. You had that comment with Jim Jordan. 90% of America believes we're in the wrong direction. The progressive left doesn't care. They think they know what's best for us. So he is running. He gets a free.
But I want to say this. Okay, I want to say he just contradicted himself on himself to himself. Okay. The progressives don't care. Also, the progressives are actively moving in a certain direction. You got to pick one, buddy. One, can't do two. You can do one. You can question whether one or the other is true. That's like saying this paper right here is both in the air, staying in the air, and moving around and touching the ground at the same time.
Yeah, they can't be all things, and they are definitely not progressive. And no, this is what we have to look forward to for the next 2 years, right?
We changed our name to Clown Boys, and they would try and steal it. So, there's no way around that. So this isn't Hoover Dam. I see Hoover Dam blew up this week, or at least they had a fire. This is Lake Powell?
Yeah, Hoover Dam, because, I'm always reporting on Hoover Dam. And Hoover Dam, it's bad right now. Just go take a look. But this is the water that went from Lake Powell. So in March and April, they decided to take the water that's in the Flaming Gorge, which I've been to the Flaming Gorge. I've fished there a couple of times. It is freaking gorgeous. It literally sits between Utah and Wyoming. The lake is in both states. It borders them. And I've been there 20 years ago, and to see the lake level as low as it is. But anyways, they took water from this lake to feed Lake Powell, hoping that they could save Lake Powell. Because Lake Powell, we talked about it last year. Remember, we reported all through the summer on it. It's pretty much at a point where it's dead. I mean, once they hit dead pool, they're done, and they can't generate any more power. And this is a big problem in the Southwest, right? We're going to start seeing major energy problems in the Southwest, more than we have already. And so here's a little clip telling you, it didn't help, and the water's receding still.
Welcome to the Glen Canyon Dam and Lake Powell update for July 2022. Water experts say Lake Powell's water levels are dire, despite a recent influx after the Bureau of Reclamation released water from Flaming Gorge. It's been about 2 months since officials agreed to release water from Flaming Gorge to Lake Powell to prop up levels as they've been dangerously low. There were large volume releases from Flaming Gorge for 7 days in late June to protect the downstream fish population, and now the releases have dropped to a base flow of about 1,100 cubic feet per second. That's a 28% increase from the typical base flow of 850 cubic feet per second. As a result of this influx of water, Lake Powell's water elevation rose 17 feet. Despite that, the rise in water level has tapered off, and now Lake Powell is on the decline again.
Oh, great.
Yep. And so they killed tourism at Flaming Gorge by taking that water out, sending it to Lake Powell, and now it's just receding from Lake Powell. It didn't help as much as they were hoping it was going to help, which we knew that. And so if you guys haven't, if you're just now hearing about this, go check out Sin City Outdoors to get an update on the Hoover Dam and the water situation in the West. It's frightening. It's truly frightening.
Well, I don't know how they're going to power Vegas. Where are they going to take it out of my butt up here in Washington State or what?
Yeah, where's it going to come from? I don't know.
I have no clue.
I'm sure they'll channel it from us.
Snorky usually knows those things.
I mean, Flaming Gorge, if they're stealing from Flaming Gorge that far up the channel for Lake Powell, that scares the crap out of me. Like, yeah, we're running out of dams.
Yeah, that's going to be a little inconvenient. Again, you guys, if you're new to the show tonight, we try and look at the news and politics without so much pressure and things, and we try not to bring you down like that last story. But
well, we do have a lot of
but we do like to bring stuff that informs and possibly educates, and we just no tension here, guys. You brought this. What am I saying here? The Hampton Institute. What is this?
The Hampton Institute. It says profits is all that matters in a capitalistic system. If your life isn't generating profit for capitalists working, investing, or consuming, it is considered worthless. This is why many feel hopeless, isolated, and searching for meaning and addicted to escapism. Capitalism is dehumanizing. And I absolutely agree. And we just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Oh, Alabama Power for $679.32. Yeah,
what?
We're going to see powers. That's just power is rising everywhere.
Yeah.
When you don't have any water and then you don't generate power, like.
Yeah. No, it's electricity, water. All of it, all those bills are going up. So it's nothing you guys don't know. Just hope you can manage and get by. We're in this together. Let's see. You brought this. Is this United Spot? Are you?
I got a couple of United Spots today. They killed it this week. I got to say, if you're paying attention to United Spot, they've been doing a really good job this week. So yeah, we talked about this last Saturday. Chelsea and Hillary have their podcast. What's it called? Frenzy or some shit like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Frenzy?
No, it's. You guys tell me, what's their stupid podcast called? Somebody will put it in the chat.
I don't know. Ava Braun and Friends? I don't know what the hell it is.
It's called Fugazi. No, I don't know.
Let's give it a listen. This, see what the United Spot has to say about it.
I am so excited about our new TV show, honey.
Yeah, me too. We're so gutsy.
This really did take guts.
That's
so which mom are you?
Gutsy.
I'm mom number 4.
It's getting so hard to tell anymore. You all kind of look the same.
I know, right?
So who's going to be our first guest?
How about Monica Lewinsky?
Do you think she'll do it?
I'll ask your dad to ask her.
Okay, good.
Let's see. Who else?
Well, you know who would be a good guest?
Who?
All the victims from Epstein Island.
That would be awesome.
I'll try and get the client list.
Good luck with that.
Okay, so who else? Oh, what about like Juanita Broderick?
Great idea, sweetie.
And maybe Paula Jones?
Yes. Oh, and we gotta get Leslie Milby.
That would be amazing.
Can you think of anyone else?
Ghislaine Maxwell?
I don't think she's with us anymore.
What about Vincent Foster?
No.
Seth Rich? How about Christopher Sine?
No.
Is Jeffrey Epstein still around?
Well, I thought I saw him hanging around somewhere a couple of years ago, but I haven't seen him since.
So what are we going to talk about, Mom?
That's a good idea. What are we going to talk about?
What about the Clinton Foundation?
Okay.
What about Benghazi?
What difference does it make? let's just talk about the first thing that comes to our minds.
Okay, what about emails?
Perfect! We can talk about emails.
And maybe the FBI?
Yeah, they'll never show.
I love Joe.
How about China
Joe's in the background,
I like
falling down
and
up the stairs.
Watergate?
Yeah.
Yes!
And we can
That's
talk about
funny.
how pretty I am?
Oh, this is gonna be the gutsiest show ever!
Gutsiest show. It's gutsy.
Gutsy.
Gutsy. That's what it's called. They're so gutsy.
How can you rationalize gutsy and put those two together? There's nothing gutsy about them. Why not
Yeah.
privileged? Privileged.
Nepotism. Yeah, nepotism. So gutsy,
Yeah,
isn't it?
no, shoot. And I know that you have something additional to add with this next part we have.
This one, I had a friend reach out to me, and I already had it on the deck. And that's what I said. I already have it on the deck. So, there's Medicare for All marches and actions happening this whole week. And I implore you to please go to Medicare for All on Twitter to find the one closest to you. This was from last year. This is me and Roar. We were out on the streets, Amber King. And, if you remember last year, Medicare for All March last year, nobody showed up, right? None of our so-called progressives, nobody who's been fighting for Medicare for All. And they kind of told us now is not the time to be fighting for it. Nina Turner could have been there. She didn't say shit. She didn't do shit. And, I was there. I'm poor. I'm working class. I need health care. And nothing's going to change till we take to the streets. And we always say that. But here we are a year later. And,
So, yeah, I so many of us are. And no, Jimmy, you're not the first one to say all this stuff. Sorry, brother. But we've all been talking about this, and I would say most of the people.
But Joy reached out to me. Joy reached out to me this week and asked if I would get this out there. I was like, oh, hell yeah, I already had it on the deck to bitch about.
No,
so.
that's good. I'm glad Joy did, and I appreciate her efforts.
So please, this is a fight that I still, even though with our healthcare the way it is, I know, but we at least still got to scream that we need it,
Oh,
right?
yeah, hell yeah. Well, and here's the thing, too. That, a lot of people are concerned about letting the government, even as the payer, they're concerned that they're going to put, addendums and everything else, and who's going to
well,
get.
Then, you got to
I
take
understand that side of the argument
to get it, and I do too. That scares the shit out of me. All these requirements and hoops that we'll have us jump through.
Yeah, but just like force the vote, Medicare for All marches, if you're a candidate running for office, and if you don't, and Julian Assange. Those three things minimum, you better be on the right side on, or forget it. I'm not going to vote for you or support
That's just
you
it too. I'm going to be skipping anymore. I used to think I had to fill in every bubble. I have to vote for somebody, and
Not
now
anymore.
if there's not a candidate worth giving a fucking vote to, I skip it.
Yeah, and we're not even going to talk about the system that those votes are taken in.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, no, because we're not even going to go there because every time we have been spanked on YouTube, it's for talking about that.
Yeah,
so
we get spanked, and it's not.
We're
fun.
going to go to Rockfin on Tuesday night and bitch about that.
Yeah, we're gonna start off on the tubes and anywhere else we can, but yeah, we're gonna end up on We're gonna really talk some trash after we get on YouTube. Now we had this occurrence this week, wasn't it fun?
Oh my God, what a fucking joke that was.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious.
And there's people who fall for it. They're all over my goddamn Facebook. Oh, they're so brave fighting for the people.
Yeah, but they had a press release out before it even happened. Okay, everybody in the press, be there because they're going to get arrested and a $50 ticket. So AOC pretending to be arrested and handcuffed is the most AOC moment of her career, and I have to agree 100%, Dr. Fishbones. I think I saw this. Didn't the Couch put this? Yeah, Fee and Pasta had this on their show on Friday too. Who is this? Is this Vaush?
How did that get all the way down there?
Is that Vaush?
No, that's not Vaush, but doesn't it look like him?
Yeah, especially with
kind of does, but no. If it was Vaush, I call him Voosh. I've always called him Voosh because I think he's a douche. But no, that's not Vaush. This is just some Democrat who saw this stunt.
Oh yeah,
that they pulled, and Jimmy featured this. It dropped this morning, and I didn't have any Jimmy on the deck, but Jimmy's trended all week. I gotta say, I'm kind of proud of us doorknobs for making sure that Jimmy trended every day for like 3 days in a row. So
yeah, I mean. He's a voice out there, and he's speaking to many of the issues that we want. So let's have this. That leisure attire this guy has is a little questionable. It's worse than mine. So let's give it a listen.
Very John Wayne Gacy.
Democrat who hates his own party. Here we go.
I'm not going to shut up about this. I'm not, because I can't yell at the Republicans. They're not going to change. They are who they are. We're stuck. with them. We're not going to change them. You can't shame them. You can't convince them. You can't trick them. You can't fucking outplan them.
But you can't do that to Demented Joe, Barack Obama, and Nancy Pelosi? You can do that to them?
No.
Well, we'll see. Let's see what he says.
But I can yell at the Democratic Party, and I can tell them where they can at least make one fucking small change to stop pissing me the fuck off every hour right now. Stop sending me fundraising requests right now, okay? The Republican Party had a plan for the last 50 years to overturn Roe v. Wade. We had a leak 5 weeks ago telling us that this exact thing was going to happen, and your response after 5 weeks of careful study and planning and thought has been to send us nonstop fundraising emails. All right? So let me just lead you a quick list. Mark Warner. He's the Democratic senator from Virginia. He's worth $214.1 million. Don Beyer, he's a Democratic Virginia House member. He's worth $124.9 million. Dean Phillips, he's a Minnesota House member. He is worth $123.8 million. Nancy Pelosi, the Speaker of the fucking House of the Democratic Party from California, is worth $114.7 million. Dianne Feinstein, who doesn't know where the fuck she is right now, the senator from California, part of the Democratic Party, is worth $87.9 million.
Get out the paddles.
Million.
He's going to have a stroke.
You guys want money? Fucking call your guy. You call him every week to do insider trading. Stop fucking sending me emails. Stop sending me fucking texts.
Oh my God.
Stop fucking reading poems and singing goddamn karaoke. You have power. You have it. You're in those seats. We're the ones who are powerless. Stop fucking pretending you're protesting. If you don't want to fucking do it or it's too hard, fucking retire. You're rich as shit.
Yeah.
You don't need to do anything. If I had $114.7 million, Nancy Pelosi, you know what I do? First thing, I get my fucking husband a driver so he can get a goddamn DUI. Second thing, you know what I do? I'd be on a fucking boat. I'd be on a fucking boat.
Oh my God.
$114.7 million. And you want to send me a fucking
That was freaking great.
Oh, the truth hurts, man. Break it off in their eyes.
The truth does hurt.
That dude's gonna stroke out. I swear.
I have been watching these people on my face. I posted the stupidest shit, like just a Democrat like meme, and I have just been trolled. I have been inundated with these people.
Yeah, it happens.
And the only way I can describe them is in the apocalypse, in a zombie apocalypse, they're the type of people that their loved one has been bit and they know that they're toxic. They know that they're going to bite them and kill them, but they still cover up and lie to you and try to protect them. And when you find out, you're just like, what the hell are you doing? You know they're toxic. You know they're going to bite you, but yet you still want to be with them. I don't understand. And that's the way I see all of these.
Partner abuse, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And you know, again, here's another one of the shots from the AOC thing. She's sitting in her invisible police car waiting transport to invisible jail. You know, I mean, what the hell, Chanda? If you got handcuffs, you know.
Now they're in jail.
Now they're in jail. Oh no, cops now, please. I don't think they even went. Didn't they just get a ticket or something? They didn't have to stand in front of a judge or anything.
No, they got a $50 fine.
They got a $50 fine. Oh.
Yeah, they're zombies. They are zombies. They're demogorgons. Like
I love it. That I put the fee says in here. It's kind of
she says.
Actually, Fee is actually reporting on things that people should be paying attention to.
Oh, yeah.
Former CIA Director James Woolsey laughs when Laura Ingraham asks him if the U.S. has tried to meddle in other countries' elections, and he says, oh, probably, but for the good of the system to avoid communists from taking over.
Oh, my God.
That's so 70s, so 60s and 70s.
All day I hear Republicans screaming, the communists are taking over. And all day I hear Democrats screaming, the fascists are taking over. It's like, you guys are both idiots.
I heard Jimmy did this one. He featured this today. And Fee's the one that I think Jimmy did too. But let's listen to this cuck again here.
Have we ever tried to meddle in other countries' elections? Oh, probably.
Turn it up a little
bit. It was for the good of the system in order to avoid the communists from taking over. For example, in Europe, in 47, 48, 49, the Greeks and the Italians.
We don't do that now, though. We don't mess around other people's elections, Jim.
Only for a very good cause.
Can you do that to a Vine video on a former CIA director?
Only for a very good cause in the interest of democracy.
All right, thanks for being here. It's always great to see.
Disgusting.
Again, United States of America, most corrupt country, I believe, on the planet. At least,
we have to be this way because we've never invested in education or improving our nation by any way, by infrastructure, by anything. So now these other countries are starting to rise above us because they have invested in their infrastructure and they have invested in their youth and their education.
Oh, gee,
and all we've got is being the fucking bully to, we're just going around bullying the whole world because we're really stupid and
let's
have no self-control.
Let's send $55 billion over to corrupt Ukraine and let them turn around. I think I read somewhere about they're selling some of the weapons to other countries.
Why not? Why not? We don't need them. Surplus. Just garage sell them off.
Well, I have to say I'm quite honored again to be able to put Sabby Says in here because she she says it the way it is. And this is the shit right here. And I love it when she gets a little spicy. I tend to clip those. Eric, this goes out for you and Sabby. Keep up the great work over there.
Now, this is AOC's funding.
Yeah.
Again, this is on Open Secrets, public information. You can see this for yourself as well. I decided to look into what non-voting felons said. 2022, and I have not checked this all year for her, by the way. 2022, AOC's election cycle. Now, again, with Open Secrets, you can come up here and you can switch the year. But for right now, let's look at this year because that's what he was referring to in that tweet. So, 2022, let's see who her donors are. And this isn't all of them, but these are the top 5.
Alphabet. Jesus
Number 1
Christ.
is Alphabet Group. Over $26,000.
The CIA of Google.
Alphabet Group, for those who don't know, that's Google.
We're going to get in trouble for me saying that?
Maybe.
Probably.
YouTube is Google.
Second is the University of California. Third is City of New York for New York. And this is where we have more trouble. Amazon has donated over $12,000 to AOC. Microsoft has donated over $11,000.
Wow.
Ew.
Maybe this is the reason why AOC didn't want to show up to Chris Small's event.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so, Sabby. I agree.
When she was called out that time.
Yep.
Because she was getting money from Amazon. Now, she showed up after he won. But I'm pretty sure she got approval to do that.
Oh, absolutely.
And she didn't show up alone. She showed up with Bernie.
Uh-huh.
But what I want to know, for the people who continue to say that they're not corrupt, for the people who say that to be corrupt, that means you have to take the money, somebody page Kyle Kalinske and let him know that they're taking the money.
Yeah. Wake up, Kyle.
So much for being grassroots.
Grassroots.
Out of all the industries, how can you take money from Amazon? How can you take money from Microsoft? How can you take money from Google? Do you guys see what has become of Justice Democrats?
Yep. Knew it from day one.
They're just like the others now. They're corrupt.
They're corrupt. Sabby, out of the
yes.
park. They're corrupt.
Out of the park. And same donors as Bernie. Absolutely, Lucky. Yeah, same donors as Bernie.
Yeah.
We're talking Amazon. We're talking Google.
Talk about the cabal. I've been watching The Blacklist, James Spader. And I swear to God, our country, that is the playbook, those episodes, especially the end of season 2. If you want to see what's happening in this country right now, go back and watch The Blacklist. I think it was 2015.
I might. I'm finishing up Better Call Saul.
Exactly. Pandemics, bioweapons, all this stuff. You know, Great show, Blacklist. That's what I was referring to, YouTube, by the way, is a TV show.
Yeah, the turds have no shame. They don't.
They don't. So, again, and I love why she threw some shade at Kyle Kalinske. That was fantastic.
I know, that was perfect. That was for somebody, Paige Kyle Kalinske.
Yeah, we love it. Way to
loving the
go.
shade.
Way to go. Way to go. Love our Savvy Sabs. If you're not subbed and over there at Savvy, please sub. I think she wants to hit 20 grand this week. 20 grand as far as subscribers. So she's close. She's close. She'll get there.
Not easy to do when we're shadow banned as hard as we are on these platforms.
If you can, go over there and support Savvy Sabs. Believe me, it's going to be worth your time because she's very
so this
beautiful.
little meme right here just caused so much havoc on my freaking Facebook this week.
Lucy?
This meme.
Yeah, I know. That one's been around for a long time. When are they going to get
I know.
Get a clue.
I know. Like I wrote it myself or something. Just freaking comment after comment after comment of you're going to allow the fascists to take over because you're pushing everybody right.
The Lucy Democrats have been that way for what, 4 decades? That's how they've been doing it. So anyway, is this another United spot?
This is funny.
I love the helmet on AOC.
She got a new helmet.
It's great. It is great. Here we go. Pull the trigger, Russ. Okay, here we go.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Oh
Do
my
you think
God.
they bought it?
My bros being said it look real. Hey, I don't have to take my head off again, do I?
I can't believe they're gonna put me up in a man's prison. You guys are great, white people. Did you see how, serious I was when they fake handcuffed me?
Yes, I was terrified. You look like a gangster. I was so happy to see the police.
I'm so proud of all of you. Anybody got any coconut oil? I totally pulled it off, guys. I am so smart.
Yeah, when you got fake handcuffed and waved to the crowd, I was like, she's a magician.
Guys, you gotta try the Pruno in here before we leave. Hey, how long we gotta stay up in here? I gotta keep my hair moist. All my fans on Twitter were so worried about me, they believed it. They think we're all heroes now.
We are all heroes.
Americans gonna see us differently now. I know, right?
Yeah, my brosman is so proud of me. He said he wants to renew our wedding vows.
Hey, y'all serve milk duds up in here?
God, that's terrible.
My mushroom-flavored fiance was so worried at first. He was sweating. He said the whole house smells
These
like
guys
mold
are awful.
now.
Yeah, my brosman told me how proud our dad is of me.
Post passed out, but he'll probably see it later. Hey, y'all got some whoppers up in here? I just feel like a champion. I mean, we totally did this. Yep. Who would have thought a bartender could pull something like this off?
Yeah, everybody respects us now.
You're all champions. I've never been more proud of you up in here. It's like, I just wanted to change the world. Right. And that's exactly what I just did. They're all gonna take me serious now. Yep.
Yeah, getting fake arrested is going to solve all the world's problems.
That's right. From here on out, everything will be different. Hey, who got the milk done? We're gonna go down in history as heroes. You've always been heroes in my book.
Oh, God, they're terrible.
Heroes. They are heroes.
Yeah. They kill me with the eyebrows on Nancy Pelosi.
I know.
That is the best. Now, I put this meme in. You fixed it up for me. This is actually a garbage truck from the 1940s. And this is actually a garbage truck today. Just want to be clear about that. So,
very clear.
And if the camera panned around, you'd see probably Rachel Maddow and Chris Hayes driving that thing. So that's honestly,
we definitely need to reface them into it.
Oh my God. No kidding. Did you bring a weather report?
No, I brought these 2 maps because I wanted they're educational maps. So I'll show you the first one. These are the most and least educated states rankings. So you can see number 1 is Washington, D.C. Number 2 is Massachusetts. 3 is Colorado. 4 is Maryland. 5 is Connecticut. Where does your state place?
12.
Yeah, 12.
We're 12.
We're 12.
So what's the deal? So
you can basically look where the money is. Where's the money?
12. New
Okay,
York.
so go to the next one. Go to the next one.
Okay, here's the next one.
This is the wealth distribution and earning household earning over 150K. Same damn states. So yeah, you want education, got to be rich. Only rich people can get smarts.
Wow, I would almost dispute that. I can't believe. Let me bring Oregon.
No, I brought the link. If you want the link, I'll drop it.
No, I'm not. I'm just surprised the disparity between Oregon and Washington. 12 and 21.
I'm not really. Have you been to Oregon lately?
Well, I grew up there. I was educated in Oregon. So, yeah, wow.
Okay, so I've dropped the report for you guys to go ahead and check out on your own. I just found it very interesting that, I mean, come on, we know where the money is where the education is.
Oh,
so,
sure. And
I mean, it's no shocker there.
And please don't blame public education. They've been defunding public education ever since.
Oh, yeah.
It was in there.
No, they're not going to stop till it's dead. And it's pretty close now that they've got all the charter schools.
Well,
so.
dumbed down between corporate television, news, corporate noise, and, not making education out there for us. It's really tough. Well, and you brought one of your favorites, BlackRock. What's this all about?
Okay, so this is the little tidbit that I always bring for everybody to kind of chew on after the show. And this is a breakdown of BlackRock. And if you don't know who BlackRock is, that's who's controlling your portfolio and the world. So here you go.
All right, let's listen to see what BlackRock's. They're in my
This is a company most people have never heard of, and this company quite literally owns the world. Most US banks are controlled by BlackRock. BlackRock owns all the major pharmaceutical companies. BlackRock owns most of the mainstream media, and BlackRock oversees roughly 10% of all stocks traded worldwide. And this company is now taking over governments. All of this has allowed BlackRock to amass $10 trillion in assets. Yes, trillion. BlackRock is worth half of America's total GDP. It's so crazy that the US and Chinese government now rely on BlackRock to escape recessions, with BlackRock's founder and CEO now sitting on the boards of the influential Council on Foreign Relations and the World Economic Forum. In the words of Henry Kissinger, whoever controls the money controls the world, and no other company in history has had this much global influence. And what's even crazier is that BlackRock did this in just 34 years. But you want to know the best part? You've probably never heard of them for a reason which will become clearer later on, because after you watch this video, you'll soon understand the real-world consequences of BlackRock's vast control.
Full-scale invasion, the likes of which we haven't seen since World War II, of Russia into Ukraine.
And those high gas prices mean the cost of everything that needs to be transported is on the rise.
So then how could BlackRock gain so much influence over the world? How could BlackRock go from being just a boring investment firm to the most powerful company that has ever existed? Well, to start, we have to delve into the past of how Larry Fink made BlackRock. Larry was born into a wealthy Los Angeles family in 1952, and from the start, he was always hungry for power, with his early years spent pursuing a career in politics, where he would gain a BA in political science from UCLA. However, he soon enough realized that politics isn't where the real power is, money is. Following this, he changed his focus early on to go into banking and real estate. And while at college, Fink was immersing himself in the world of the rich and powerful, having been a full-time member of the secretive Kappa Beta Phi, a group that's members included Michael Bloomberg and the Goldman Sachs chairmans. Fink took full advantage of these connections and started a career in the mortgage bond department at First Boston, a boring New York-based investment bank. This was where Larry would make his mark on the financial world, because over his time at First Boston, Fink became one of the highest earning employees, generating over $1 billion. He was unstoppable and it seemed like he was going to be crowned CEO. Larry became an expert in these little understood investments during his time. However, this success didn't come without a price. He wasn't going to make this money for someone other than him, and so he began creating a ticking time bomb, and only he knew how to defuse it. So in 1986, his risky practices and ambition caught up to him. After a few too many risky trades, Larry made a huge blunder. He lost $100 million of this bank's money in just the space of months. All the goodwill and reputation he had gained was crumbling into dust, leading to him being banished from First Boston. It seemed like world domination was just a silly fantasy, that he would never make it to the top. However, Fink wasn't giving up his power this easily. Instead, he would use this disaster to his advantage, vowing to make risk management and avoidance his main focus from now on. And so after becoming unemployed at age 36, Fink would team up with some of his old connections from Kappa Beta Phi, and in 1988, BlackRock was formed.
Okay, so if you want to listen to the rest of it, it is in the chat. The link is in there. And yeah, educate yourself on these Kappa Beta 5 power players. I mean, these are the people we go after the politicians constantly, right? Because they're the talking mouthpieces that we see and that they want us to go after. But these are the true power players that are in control.
Yeah, and the next time you hear Biden say Putin's gas prices or Putin's inflation, no. It's Larry Fink and BlackRock and the rest of the
Amazon
Vanguard
and Bezos
all
and fucking Musk.
That's your inflators. It's not Putin. So
yeah,
just whatever.
Yeah, he is a rat fink. I agree.
Oh yeah, he is a rat.
Good one, Jilly.
Love this reface, Chanda. Now you didn't answer me last week. Is your vibrator pink too, or is that a flashlight? What the hell is that? Note to self: make sure your vibrator and taser are different colors. Yeah, that's right. You have a pink taser. Is that right?
No, I have a black taser, and I tased myself with it.
Okay. Make sure.
I got my taser. I always have my taser.
Oh, show it again. I had you off. Okay. Yeah, that's
my taser. I don't have it on. It does this wild little thing.
That isn't one of those multiple use tasers, is it?
Yeah, it doesn't plug in. That's for sure.
Okay. Well, all right. Tesla asks Texans not to charge their car to avoid overloading the national grid. I thought the point was to save money on what the hell?
To save money, right? I just watched one of those little short clips. So it took 24 hours to put a 60% charge on their Tesla, and it cost them $12. Yeah, sure, when you're allowed to charge.
Jeez. Well, we know that the green energy isn't so green anymore. It's, you robbing. I think Christine, the natural progressive or the natural prepper, we talked about this, 4 years ago?
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time.
All these green projects and everything else, what they actually do is they take up more resources to achieve what they, carbon neutral, whatever. I don't know if the math really works out.
Math doesn't work out. I was one of those when I got into politics. Green New Deal. I'm an environmentalist, and I got out there and I hit the ground with the climate action groups. And guess what I found out? The only people that are going to pay for climate change is going to be the poor people, and it's not going to do a goddamn thing. No. That's what I figured out.
No, it's we need to put the brakes on everything, and this isn't the show to preach it, but we're just bringing what it
right.
is.
Right.
You brought. I am so happy you brought this one. This is Sarah McLachlan.
This is a public service announcement. So every 16 minutes, an innocent dog is crocked against their own will. To report a crock dogging or other abusive acts against animals, please call PETA immediately. Yeah, please do not do this to your puppy.
Why do they?
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, and that's Sarah McLachlan. She's been a big advocate for pets and things. But my question,
I'm sure it helps their paws.
Well, on hot surfaces, maybe. Yeah, I think that they're.
But what about his dignity and their self-respect?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Don't allow dogs to wear Crocs.
You know what? I used to put thunder shirts on her, and those thunder shirts, they're a compression shirt.
Yeah.
And the reason why is it makes them less,
Yeah, they feel safe.
They feel more, that's right. Why hug your four-legged friends. So.
Yeah, Leo, I hear you. I see you,
hi, Leo. That's a Leo we love. Now, is Musk? Does he want to nuke Mars or what? What's going on?
Did you see this? Look at this picture. Take me off the screen. So this was him this past weekend, out on a yacht swimming. But somebody drew a little picture of a body inside of his chest controlling his head.
Yeah. No, that was that
called Torso.
That Will Smith movie or the series of movies. What's the Agents in Black, whatever they were.
Oh yeah, Men in Black.
Men in Black. That was that they had a guy just like that. What's wrong with him? Has that been photoshopped or what?
No, that's what he looked like. And then there's all these jokes about, how white he is. Like, I'm going to get my den Elon White.
Oh, my God. It scares me.
Have you heard that he wants to nuke Mars?
Why?
Because he's going to terraform it.
Oh, shit. Well, 221, nuke Mars, by Twitter, not by Twitter, nuke Mars.
Really? Got to have somewhere to go.
Yeah, okay. Let's hear this. Whatever.
The world watches the night sky in anticipation. Nukes have been deployed across Mars and will be detonated simultaneously.
What?
There's a bright flash of light as the red dot in the sky is replaced by a white glow. The bombs have gone off on Mars and now bathe its surface in intense heat and radiation. The hope is that by nuking the crap out of the red planet, we can terraform it into a hospitable place for humans to live.
What?
But will this actually work? Let's find out. Nuking Mars as a means of terraforming the planet was brought to the public's attention by Elon Musk on a late-night talk show. It's important to keep in mind that Elon is not a scientist. He does not have an advanced degree in the sciences, nor has he ever published a peer-reviewed study pertaining to any of the sciences. Yes, he does have a BS in physics, yet unfortunately most of his coursework was in solid-state
A
physics,
BS.
which does not make him an expert in geology, biology, climate physics, or pretty much anything to do with terraforming. We just want to bring this to your attention and point out that he's not the most credible source for science-related information. Therefore, when he says something like, dropping thermonuclear weapons over the poles would allow us to terraform Mars, his statement should be taken with a grain of salt. To be fair, anyone wearing a Nuke Mars t-shirt probably shouldn't be the first person you ask for ideas on how to terraform our neighboring planet. But could Elon Musk's plan be so crazy that it could work? The basic premise behind nuking Mars is to release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere that would warm up the planet. Currently, the average temperature of Mars is around negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Obviously, this is inhospitable for humans and pretty much every life form on planet Earth. In order to increase the temperature of our neighboring planet, we need to put more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere so that heat can be retained. Now, keep in mind, we are somewhat experts on how to do this, as we are dumping greenhouse gases into our own atmosphere every day. This is what's driving climate change and leading to the global temperature increase on our planet. However, unlike Mars, we shouldn't be warming Earth, as it'll have drastic consequences for humans and all living things on our planet. But you might be surprised to learn that what we're doing to our planet today may actually help us terraform Mars in the future. Currently, the majority of Mars's atmosphere is made up of carbon dioxide, which is an important greenhouse gas, but there's just not enough of it. Water vapor is also a greenhouse gas that can increase the planet's temperature. Since Mars has a decent amount of water frozen at its poles, nuking them could convert the ice into water vapor, which then would be released into the atmosphere. The combination of CO2, H2O, and other greenhouse gases in Earth's atmosphere is what keeps our planet so toasty and allows us to live so comfortably on it. So Elon's idea is to change the composition of Mars's atmosphere to allow it to retain heat and become our second home. In theory, nuking Mars would most certainly release water vapor and even more CO2 into the atmosphere, but there are a couple of problems with the plan. A recent study conducted by Bruce Jakowski and Christopher Edwards, two scientists from the University of Colorado Boulder and Northern Arizona University Flagstaff, respectively, has shown that there just isn't enough ice on Mars to change the temperature of the planet, even if it all was vaporized and deposited into the atmosphere by nukes. This puts a huge hole in Elon's plans for terraforming.
You know, I honestly even kind of thought about that when they said they had a lot of ice on the poles. Do you know how big Mars is?
Right.
Yeah.
But this is bullshit. You know, I mean, okay, yeah, he said it jokingly in an interview. And so a lot of people ran with it. And the irony that because we are poisoning our planet, that we'll be able to figure out how to terraform that planet eventually is what I'm pointing out here.
Yeah, that's not so much of a privileged position to be. Gee, Christmas.
But if you like that, this is freaking hilarious. So this is fun fact: self-driving cars can be trapped using a ring of salt if it's laid out correctly. The car's visual processing AI will interpret the ring as no entry marking on the roadway and just sit there like an idiot. Do you believe it or not? Like, because it's gonna like, oh, I can't go here, like double yellow, right? It's the sensors, or you can't cross a double yellow. So it just like, it's funny. It's funny because the ring of salt, that's how you stop demons. Like, you get it?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm gonna say no, not so much. I don't
not so
think
much.
that's Not, you know, they use that. Why
I don't know.
they-
You guys try it. Let me know. I'm sure there's going to be some goddamn TikTok video where somebody's tried it.
Well, it only works on Teslas, so
Yeah, it only works on the evil demon Teslas.
Stick around, guys. We're gonna be getting into some more stuff here. Thanks for everybody sticking around. We almost had to put up the velvet rope tonight, so thank you.
Yeah, we hit our capacity at one point.
Yeah, we hit capacity. We write this day down in history. What's going on with this? Who's this dude?
I don't know. It looks a little bit like you.
Oh, thank you very little. What?
Let's just play it. I don't know what.
All right, let's see what this is. Oh, memology.
Please describe America to me in one single word. What would that be if you could describe America in one single word?
Well, for me, I guess home.
Oh, that's right.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, just a few weeks ago, this is how President Biden described America in one word.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was in the the foothills of the Himalayas with Xi Jinping.
Could you please tell me what that word means? It's this one right here. Could you even say the word?
Congressman, I'm not in the habit of trying to read transcriptions.
I bring this up to you, sir. I bring this up to you
on television.
because you yourself questioned Donald Trump's mental state of mind in September of 2019 when you stated to CNN, I quote, "If our presidency is not in good shape, then our country is not in good shape." And Mr. Secretary, I could not agree with you more. We now have President Biden in office for 18 months, and just recently, we now see the mainstream media questioning President Biden's mental state, and for good reason. Sadly, he shakes hands with ghosts and imaginary people. He falls off bicycles. Even at the White House Easter celebration, the Easter Bunny had to guide him back into his safe place.
And after he scared the shit out of him.
Cue cards that say sit here or end of speech, which he actually states, that is, if he stays awake. So my question for you is, sir, have you spoken with any other cabinet members about implementing the 25th Amendment on President Biden?
First of all, I'm glad to have a president who can ride a bicycle. And
That's the
I
question.
will look beyond the insulting nature of that question and make clear to you that the President of
Have
the United
you
States...
spoken to
Of
any other
course not.
cabinet members about implementing the 25th Amendment on President Biden?
Of course not.
Please allow the
You ought to
witness
know
Have
that
you
the
emailed,
President of
this
the
is my
United
time,
States-
have you emailed any members
President of
with
the
the
United
executive
States.
branch about the president's health or
President
cognitive
of the
decline,
United States
including
is
text
as
messages
vigorous a
from your
colleague
private
or
phone?
boss as I have
I
ever had the
figured
pleasure
that.
of working with.
What about political appointees at USDOT? Have you spoken about
Gentleman's
this issue with
time has
them?
expired.
First of all, I'm glad to have a president who can ride a bicycle.
Toe clip, toe clip, toe clip.
Oh, Pete Buttigieg. I mean, the hypocrisy is that he was getting his nose rubbed in his own fucking words. I mean,
Wait till they take the House back over. They're going to have somebody with that gavel that's going to make Buttigieg answer the question.
the fascists are going to take over.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Yeah, remember we over here, Chanda and I, Roar Media, we are nonpartisan with our angst and our.
We think they're all fascists.
Well,
What are
they're
you
all
talking about?
fascists and they're
Yeah.
all worthless and they're all bought and they're all paid for.
By the same donors.
Yeah, I want to remind everybody. Ronald Reagan used to sleep through meetings all the time. This is Boomer
Oh, well,
talk. I was there.
he had Alzheimer's the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Nancy was running the
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
I mean, there's books and books and books that have been wrote about that.
Yeah, so, but if you're going to trash Trump, I think there was a little payback there. And I can't,
Yeah, I think it's only fair. They trashed Trump for all those years. I mean, we were guilty of it. Come on, we got on the trash Trump bandwagon.
Yeah, why not? What the hell? What do you got here? You got
We call out the idiocy.
You got Van Johnson.
Oh,
Van,
talk about hypocrisy. Okay, this is a good comparison. Watch this one.
All right, I'm eager to see this. I haven't seen any of those. Oh, another memeology. Okay.
It's well, it's easier to be a parent this morning. It's easier to be a dad. It's easier to tell your kids character matters. It matters. Tell them the truth matters. Being a good person matters.
Oh my God.
And it's easier for a whole lot of people. If you're
Does he get
Muslim
paid more if he
in
cries?
this country, you don't have to worry if the president doesn't want you here. If you're an immigrant, you don't have to worry if the president's going to be happier to have babies snatched away or send dreamers
Painful.
back for no reason.
Oh, it gets better.
No.
This is vindication for a lot of people who have really suffered. The I can't breathe. That wasn't just George Floyd. That was a lot of people that felt that they couldn't breathe. And this is a big deal for us just to be able to get some peace and have a chance for a reset. And the character of the country matters. And being a good man matters. And this is a good day for this country. I'm sorry for the people who lost. For them, it's not a good day. But for a whole lot of people, it's a good day. And I think for African-American voters in particular, there's a special heartbreak because, first of all, the pain is more intense. The rising gas prices, food prices, has really walloped the black community in a particular way. But the hopes were so much higher. And so you have a community that came out in huge numbers in 2018, huge numbers in 2020, expecting things to get a lot better. And instead, economically at least, it didn't come true. It got worse. And so you're going through a summer now of real heartbreak with black voters. The polls show that. And I think Biden's got to take a break.
How long ago was this last part?
18 months. 18 months difference between those two.
Okay, so this was pretty recent with Van Jones on CNN.
Yeah, that was this week. Yeah. And for him to cry like that and we can have some peace and reset. I don't feel like I've got peace under Biden. I think my life has got much more chaotic, much more stressful, much more worrisome about how I'm going to make the bills, how I'm going to put gas in the car, how I need a brake job. Oh, shit. Gas money is eating up everything. The inflation on groceries is eating up everything. The cost of rent rising is eating up everything. Yeah, Trump was an idiot and a buffoon, but my God, we weren't being raped at the pumps.
Yeah, well, you got the adults in the house now. Problem is there are two adults. They're too old to be in there, and they're being run. We have a corporate nation. That's all there is to it. And I want to remind everybody again, Trump and the Republicans, I don't believe have got us any closer to World War III, nuclear war, than this sitting president has. I mean, Bush, with his shit did. This guy, and
I worry about it.
He's stealthily allowing them to go after Social Security. And
they've always gone after. Those who didn't think that Biden would go after Social Security have not been paying attention. No. Biden has been after Social Security since the goddamn 70s.
Yes.
That we tried to tell you guys. We warned you that Biden would do this, but nobody listened. We were just bitter Bernie supporters, right? When we were bringing those old clips of Biden saying the first thing I would do is cut Social Security. And then he whispers into the mic, the first thing I do is cut Social Security.
Here's the thing, Jack. That's not just Social Security for the earned income that seniors have. They're going to go after disability.
I know. That's what they want. Everybody off disability.
They want their disability, and they're running it out of money. It's going to be cut like in 2035 to like 70%. Shouldn't ever. It should go up. Go up. So again, anyway, that's our serious portion for tonight. We've got Jamie Coon music. This is a great song. Like a stone.
I kind of moved this one up so we wouldn't have music. I kind of put this one in the middle of the deck.
You and I sharing a brain again because I moved it up and you moved it up and it's now up on the deck. So Jamie Coon, we got
bathroom break.
We got Steve Cutler coming up here shortly, but here's Jamie Coon. This is a great song. Great job. Hi, Pat. Tell Jamie we love this.
We love you, Jamie.
We love you, Jamie.
Storm, I'll wait for you there alone. And on my deathbed, I will pray to the gods and the angels like a pagan. sad and regrets of all the things I've done, for all that I've blessed, and all that I've wronged in dreams until my death. I will wander on in your house. I long to be roam by roam patiently. I'll wait for you there like a stone. I'll wait for you there
Nicely done. Love it.
Such a beautiful voice. I just love the tone
Oh,
of her
yeah.
voice.
Outstanding. Jamie Coon Music, Karaoke Closet.
Yeah, check out Karaoke Closet.
Yes. Pat, Jamie, thank you so much. Thank you.
Shout out to Indie News. Thank you, Indie Left News, for shouting us out and tweeting us out.
Yes, Indy. We totally appreciate our sisters and brothers over at Indie Left News. They're getting it done. They're working crazy over there. Chris Leon dropped us a super ray over there on the Fin. Hey guys, love your show. Here, like every Saturday, can you guys have on Charlene Sugar Tits? You can have a show with her and Farron. That would be great. Gal show only. I'm all for gal show.
Yeah,
only.
I do a lot of gal shows, and if you don't know, Farron and I do a show. It's called the CC Gals, and we air on Monday nights. We haven't done a show the last couple of weeks just because we're both in transition. I'm building up my studio. Farron's in, she's transitioning. So yeah, look for us. We'll be back. But heck yeah.
Chanda's going to be engineering as soon as she gets her system up. So you'll probably see more of the gal shows.
I'm going to be a cowgirl in that shit for people.
She's going to be doing it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate those input and everything else. You brought these here. We are all Assange. I see this old guy everywhere. He's out busting it.
This is who passed away. This is why I brought this. So this is Eric Levy, and he was 94 years old. He passed this week. He was a major Assange activist. He is out on the ground. He is traveling. Poor Misty. The day that she found out, the day that it happened, I came on and did a guest spot on one of her shows on TNT Radio, and I was so sad. Just makes me so sad. We lose these powerhouse activists, and I learned so much from them, and I just want to suck like that. I love sucking the info out of your brain. I've been doing it for years now. Just rest in peace.
Yeah, I wish he would have made it till Julian gets released.
I know, right?
As he will.
Yeah, all these years, Julian should have been out by now, right?
He should have. There's going to be a reckoning on this one of these days. You've got what is this, a Pelosi gag here or what?
Yeah, and then Misty lost her grandma like the very next day.
Yeah.
I know, poor Misty, Misty Moneybags.
She's had a pretty, in her words,
had a rough week. Yeah,
fucked up week in her words. So yeah, it's pretty sad.
I get it. I've had some
sincere
of those
condolences,
weeks.
Misty, for everybody that you've lost that's had such an effect on your life. Pelosi, let's see. Oh God, I'm gonna vomit.
Has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he has received from you?
What are you saying?
Over the course of your career, has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information he received from you?
No, absolutely not. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes I've got to.
What do you say?
Yeah. No, never happened. Why would you ever say something?
Yeah, that dropped midweek this week, and it was just like, what in the hell? Oh, you need to go up one slide. Up, go up. Nope. Where are you? 40.
That's
There you
40.
go. There you go. Well, United Spot had to cover this press conference with her being flabbergasted that somebody would ask her about insider trading. So.
God, I think they moved her head up to Conehead level here.
House drinker, has your husband ever made a stock purchase? Of course. I give him stock tips all the time. So you give your husband advice on which stock to buy? No, that's preposterous. I would never do something like that. But you just said... Hey, do you know who I am? Yeah. Shut your mouth when you're talking to me. But nothing. Americans are suffering right now, and all you care about is what stock my husband bought? Are you gonna ask me about my husband's DUI list? Well, silence! Let me explain something to you, okay? I've got a lot on my plate right now. I'm working on this 25th Amendment. I gotta find a way to get Kamala out of the office, and I'm dealing with the January 6th hearings. Okay? My cup runs over.
My cup.
The last thing I need right now is some smartass asking me why I'm late. But I was only asking. It doesn't matter what you think. Okay? Okay. The only thing that matters is what I think. Right? If I say my husband is lucky in the stock market, then you need to believe it. Would you be willing to take a lie detector test? A lie detector test? Yeah, lie detector test. I heard you the first time, you son of a bitch. So? So what? Would you take a lie detector test? At risk, okay? I don't have to. Not a peasant. Rules don't apply to me. I'm above the law. Any one of you out there would be in prison for the dozens of illegal felonies I commit before my morning vodka and coffee. Don't you see? I'm a winner. I'll always be a winner. And you'll always come in last place. If you peasants haven't figured that out yet, then you're really not paying attention. Good night, peasants. No more questions!
She said an important thing there, and that's if you peasants haven't figured that out yet.
Us peasants have figured that out
Us
a long
peasants
time
have
ago.
figured it out. We did. I like this next one. This next one I've been waiting to bring to you guys.
All right, here we go.
So, did people used to look older?
Skinnier.
Did they?
Skinnier.
Well, think about yearbooks like in the 60s.
Yeah,
think about, the kids when you were in a, say middle school and you looked up to the seniors and they always looked really old, right? But now they look really young. And I don't think it's because I aged. I think some of it really is we're looking younger. Case in example here, I'm almost 50 and I get told all the time that I do not even look close to that. I hope I don't. And I hope I'm aging well, but I see a lot of my peers that are my age and they're aging. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are some of us aging better?
I don't know. Maybe not on the outside, but on the inside, I'm not aging worth a shit. I'm falling
I don't think
apart.
any of us age on the inside. Honestly.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Let's hear this because it's kind of true. We are slowing down the aging process.
Okay, let's take a look. Because we're being pickled with preservatives and everything.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. At the age of 18, Carl Sagan looked like a teenager. But it doesn't take long in an old high school yearbook to find teenagers who look surprisingly old. These people are all in their 20s, but so are these people. This is Elizabeth Taylor when she was just 17, and here are some high school students from the 70s. Did people used to look older? Brandon McCarthy asked on Twitter, and evidence poured in. People shared photos of their parents in their early 20s, their dad at 21, their mom at 18 or 19, their dad at 45. One user shared their husband at 27 and what his father looked like at 23. And there's pretty much an entire subculture around how old footballers looked decades ago. 24, 31, 33, 29, 27. It's not uncommon to think that there's something more grown up about the way people used to be, to look back and think that people seemed older at a younger age than they do now. Let's call it retrospective aging. It doesn't happen to everyone. People do not and never have aged similarly, and there's even the opposite observation that kids these days grow up too fast. But it's a popular question and subject of numerous memes. So, is it real? Or is it an illusion fueled by cherry-picked examples that feeds rosy nostalgia for a time when people were tough and didn't have it as easy as you kids have it now? Well, as it turns out, both. humans today really are aging more slowly than their historic counterparts. Changes in lifestyle, nutrition, smoking habits, healthcare, early life conditions, and skincare, particularly the use of sunscreen, are a huge part of it. By comparing measures of metabolic, cardiovascular, inflammatory, kidney, liver, and lung function across time, researchers at Yale and USC have found that we are, in fact, staying younger for longer than we used to. So does that mean that 60 is the new 50? Almost. Their results suggest that between the early 90s and the late 2000s, 60 became the new 56. 40 became the new 37 and a half, and 20 became the new 19.
Okay, so you got to take 4 years off your age, and that's what you really are now.
And other factors too. We have more instances of cancer and many more funky diseases on the horizon. I don't even want to get into
on
that.
the horizon for sure.
Yeah.
Look at the amount of microplastics and plastics that are now in our diets that weren't in our diets. Yeah.
The water, everything else. This is a great topic. I
dropped it in the chat for everybody to take a look at later if you're interested in it. Just things I find interesting, I bring to you guys. That's what I do.
It's Saturday night here at Beauty and the Boomers, so we cover a lot of stuff. What is this? Never ask a woman her age? What's
Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, and a Ukrainian soldier what that weird patch means.
So is this... is this
I was like, oh, you jumped over that one fast. We don't want to get hit for it.
No, you don't want to do that because you get shamed in hell. Yeah, these are truisms. So
these are truisms. This is truisms.
And you got a Chris Hedges here. Got a lot.
I did bring this Chris Hedges.
Video tonight. This is a great one. I just watched this the other day. So let's fire this up.
So you have the wholesale surveillance, the militarization of police, the revoking of due process. I mean, 94% of the people in our prison system never had a jury trial. And Hannah Arendt, to go back to Hannah Arendt again, writes about this when she talks about the status of the stateless in Europe. She herself stripped of her German citizenship after being held by the Gestapo for 3 weeks and is in France. And she said, when you have a segment of your population that is stripped of their rights, then rights become privileges. And you have already created both a legal and a physical mechanism that in a period of unrest means everyone can be stripped of their rights or their privilege. They're running scenarios, right and left, pretty cold-blooded scenarios. They are certainly preparing for unrest. And the way they are preparing for it is the Iron Boot. We're never going to win the game of violence. This is my battle with Antifa and the Black Bloc, who, you just saw Trump refer to Antifa, which is the idea that Antifa is even worthy of mention as a serious counterweight to the state. But part of my battle is that they are effective only in allowing the power elites to demonize the resistance and to justify more draconian forms of control in the streets.
He's right. He says that what they're gearing up is the boot on our necks. And that's what we're feeling. We've been feeling it via shadow bans and community strikes and just censorship all the way, and it's going to get worse. It's not going to get better. And if you're out in these spaces on social media trying to get the word out, you have to diversify. You have to be on as many platforms as you can because you're going to take hits on these bigger platforms. So you have to just prepare for it. And I think that's what we've done from the get-go.
Absolutely.
I mean, we love that we're on YouTube. We love that we're monetized. And we love it when you guys go over and hit us up on the YouTubes because we haven't never really had it, but we're not depending on it because we don't expect it to stick around long.
Now, speaking of that, AREM, for the smokers and the coughers, a very smoking Super Ray over there. AREM, I got to tell you, AREM, wow, just wow. AREM, and so many of you who donate to all the shows for our sisters and brothers. You're helping. You're part of this process.
You truly are.
You are.
Are helping perpetuate what we're doing to help keep us going. I see how you help everybody, not just us, everybody.
Not about
And,
you're helping Sabby, you're helping Hardlin's Convo Couch and other informative posts, over
and it
on the
does
thing.
help. It helps
does.
us buy the next subscription we need for a service online, or upgrade an equipment, or put gas in, for a trip to the next place, or
And it
helps
helps us help each other too in our community
do help
of
each other.
independent. We do try to give a
try.
little bit here and there when we can, and you make that possible. Truly.
You do. Thank you.
Housing market
because of
be
you.
like 1 bedroom with AC, open lot, $180,000.
Totally. But so this other one here, if we put Stacey Abrams and Katie Porter in charge of things, the whole world would be fixed in 3 weeks. This is the shit they believe. They believe this.
There's no
And we're
history.
talking progressives. We're talking friends of ours. Believe this shit.
Absolutely no history that the Democratic Party and any of these representatives have ever attempted to do this, or have the capacity or the knowledge to do it. So honestly, there's nothing pointing to that in history.
And I bet if you went and looked up their donors, they'd be the same as AOC's. You'd be looking at ABC. You'd be looking at Amazon. You'd be looking at Microsoft,
Raytheon.
Boeing, Raytheon, the same
antithesis
culprits.
of what we're all about. Again, Sabby did exactly what we suggested a few weeks ago. We've suggested
Open secrets. Yes.
The primaries are happening now. You want to give some pressure to these assholes? Go to Open Secrets.
Oh, guess what?
And what?
I didn't tell you. Okay, so many of you guys don't know, because I haven't really been doing it the last couple of years. I am on the ground organizer, and I chair quite a few like nonprofit and political action committees. But because of COVID, I kind of put the brakes on, and I just couldn't agree with anybody on anything, because I see the truth. Like, no, we can't support Justice Democrats. Those guys are frauds. No, we can't get behind this because they're frauds, because I go and do my research, right? So finally, I just kind of step back. Well, I'm getting pulled back into it locally, because I do still believe that we can affect change at about the LD level down, right?
Locals,
anything higher than the LD level, you're getting into the trickery of the Democrats and the DNC. So at your local level, you can't get out there and you can affect city council, and you can affect, the local races. And I say this as I was an elected Democratic PCO for the last 4 years. I have met every candidate that came through my frickin' county in the last 4 or 5 years, and so they're pulling me back in just when I think I'm out. They suck me back in, and I've got to go do a candidate meet and greet here. And here's the problem. We don't know what to call ourselves, because we're trying to be nonpartisan enough to where we invite everybody, Republican, Democrat, progressive, independent, liberal, whatever you want to call yourself, whatever label you want to slap on your head. We want you to be able to come in and listen to these candidates and ask questions, because that's where you really call them out, right? I mean, I don't know how many times I've put my fucking congressman on the spot and turned him red in a room full of hundreds of people, right? He doesn't answer your question, but still you get it out there and you make them squirm, right? That's our job. And I don't know what to call us. I mean, literally the flyer's waiting on what to call us. Today I'm like, gaggle. Let's just call it a community gaggle. Like, I don't know.
Well, you know what the shit libs have been calling you all week, so
Oh, a Republican?
Yeah, and under their breath other things, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've been being called a Republican. I've been called all kinds of terrible things this week. And that's because I'm willing to listen to people. I'm willing to talk. I'm willing to do the research. And I won't just fall in line and vote blue no matter who.
Vote blue no matter who. No way. I just sent my ballot in. I didn't save it for the Dropbox.
Mine's still sitting here. I haven't sent it yet.
I voted 93% independent.
That good. Okay, that gives me hope because you and I have similar ballots, so I'll be able to vote mostly independent.
Yeah, mostly.
And I got to say, I am going to vote Republican for the first time in my life, and it's going to be for a local race. It's a person I know, and I support them. I know they're not a Republican at heart, but with our broken ass system, that's where they're at, and so they're getting my vote.
So what are you doing? Voting on policy? And not
I'm voting on policy. Imagine freaking that, and for an office that's nonpartisan to begin with. So.
Oh well, there you go. There you go. You brought this. Does Cuba have
I
healthcare?
didn't bring this. Fee is the one who brought this. I got this from Fee. And yeah, Cuba develops treatment for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The International Center for Treatment of Neurological Diseases in Cuba announced that it has developed a treatment for Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease based on a compound that prevents the deterioration of nerve cells. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they have another, like a cancer cure that they had, and something for AIDS treatment too? It's funny when you take big pharma and big insurance out of the mix, how medicine can progress.
One more reason why they still hate Cuba.
Oh God, right? Pasta, if you guys didn't see that clip of that question that Pasta asked at that panel at the Freedom Fest, and those people just like attacked him, and he asked about the global South and their elections, and they funneled it all into, so you think Cuba should take over the world? Like, it was just like, it was ludicrous.
This is where Chris Hedges and you guys, our sisters and brothers, we ultimately are going to be in the streets 24/7 because they're going to yank the internet. They're going to yank it at some point. They're already censoring the hell out of it, in my opinion. And I think I can still have that opinion. So that's what's going to happen. We are going to ultimately be on the street. Speaking of cancer and things like that, when's the last time you had a Skittles?
Yeah, this just dropped today. So, big lawsuit claims that Popular Sweets, manufactured by Mars Inc., has enough toxics to change your DNA. Contains titanium dioxide.
Yep, I read this the other day, and we're just talking about not the coloring, which there's question on the coloring itself.
It's probably what makes it sour, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell it is. It could be a bonding agent. It could be like parabens and suntan lotion and preservatives.
Right, but I'm terrible about this shit. I've lived on this type of crap for my whole life.
I have never seen you eat a Skittles.
Yeah, they hurt my teeth now. That's probably why.
Yeah.
I'm more of a gummy girl.
You brought this one. What is this?
So guess what? Bohemian Grove is this weekend, guys. Don't you feel left out?
What's that? What is that?
Okay. So Bohemian Grove is a secret hideaway for the elites in California. It's in the Redwoods, and nobody can even go on that property. If you get close to it, they arrest you. Alex Jones broke in there. If you want to know anything about Bohemian Grove, I highly suggest you go check out Jason Burmis and all the work that he has done for 20 years on this. Jason Burmis was a researchist for Alex Jones. So he has done a lot of in-depth research. Well, and when I say that, I mean, he has read books that have been wrote that people wouldn't even know existed on this. And so here's Ron talking with other Luciferians at Bohemian Grove, usually just synchronizing all the evil plots of the military-industrial complex, banking system, science and technology, media, News Corps, and all the other aspects that cover our everyday lives. So yeah, you want to know what happens at Bohemian Grove? Just look back at the narrative and the agenda that's been unleashed on us over the last few years. That's what gets decided at Bohemian Grove, on top of some crazy evil shit.
That's like the WEF, the Bilderbergs, the Rothschilds, and all the rest of them. So this is just one more country club for the world oligarchs.
Yeah, and I can't even tell you guys the terrible shit that happens there, because for one, you tell me I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist, and for two, YouTube would just whack me down. But terrible things happening in that forest.
I still want Ghislaine Maxwell's list.
Why? We have that list. We know who that list is. Everybody says, oh, we need the list. We have the list. We know the list. Bill Gates, everybody that flew on that damn plane. That's your list, besides the books that are actually out there that the FBI has, the binders. Yeah. They just protect themselves.
To be sure, everything that you've been taught to believe about this country since birth has been projection.
Yeah.
It's been projection.
And a lot.
It's been projected because it's been projected outwards. This country has done everything that they've accused all these other circle of evil countries supposedly have done. No, it's been the United States.
It's
in the
just
United
us.
States. It's sing-off time. We're finally
It is
here.
sing-off time. I know. We were running good on time, and now we're behind. So let's
Yeah,
get
so
moving.
here we go with the sing-off, and this is from Greece, right? And
Well, heck yeah, it's Greece.
this is Greece night. So here we
Greece
go.
is the word.
There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two. Even though the neighborhood thinks I'm trashy and no good, I suppose it could be true. But there are worse things I could do. I could flirt with all the guys. Smile at them and bat my eyes. Press against them when we dance. Make them think they stand a chance. Then refuse to see it through. Why, that's a thing I'd never do. I could stay home every night. Wait around for Mr. Right. Take cold showers every day and throw my life away on a dream that won't come true. I could hurt someone like me out of spite or jealousy.
Good job. Good job with that face on that very
That is actually
talented
my
young
favorite
So
song.
Olivia Newton-John actually did that in Greece, huh?
She did.
I don't know. Who sang it?
That was Stalker Channing, wasn't it?
Was that Rizzo? Rizzo sang
That was
it?
Rizzo. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that
shit.
was Rizzo's song.
I am
Remember when
confused.
she's like, yeah, that was
Oh,
Rizzo.
yeah. This guy.
Where have you been?
Very. Nah, I'm slow. I'm old. What do you expect?
What'd you bring?
I brought Beauty School Dropout. I got to tell you, you know what? I'm one up on you this week. It's one zip. So I'm hoping that I extend that lead, hint, to everybody to 2.
You're always one up on me.
I want to be one up on you, but I think this guy did a great job. And sorry I put my face on him, but I think it's good. You let me know what you think. I think he's got some good pipes.
Your story sad to tell. A teenage
Shit, I wish I looked like
ne'er-do-well was mixed up, non-delinquent on the block. Your future so unclear now. What's left of your career now? Can't even get a trading on your smile. Beauty school dropout, no graduation day for you.
You're not even opening your mouth all the way. You're all.
Missed your midterms and flan shampoo.
teeth.
Well, at least you could have taken
Give me a
time
carrot.
to wash and clean your clothes up. After spending all that dough to have the doctor fix your nose up. Better get moving. What keep the feeble hopes alive? What are you proving? You've got the dream but not the drive. If you go for your diploma, you can join the steel pool. Turn in your keys and come and go back to high school.
I won.
I don't know.
I won.
A
I won.
dingo says, musicals, anybody got a rope? I'm sorry to inform you, Dingo. I have sang in musicals before. I love the hell out of them.
We love musicals here.
I sang and danced in
Wait a minute,
musicals.
wait a
So
minute.
I was in South Pacific. That was the last one I did before my knees went south. I had the best time in the world. It was great working with all those people.
Okay, so cast your vote. We'll let you know who wins because we are running super late on time.
Oh, gonna give me the boot here. We've got Steve Cutler. So let's get Steve in here while you're casting your votes. Is it Oz or Chanda? I've already got
Chanda wins. Thank you.
I've got 3 or 4 votes over here on the tubes. I think I've got ya. Here we go. Steve Cutler.
Come on, vote for me. Vote for me.
I love this. Check it out. Steve.
Beauty takes the win.
I can hear her heartbeat from 1,000 miles. And the heavens open every time she smiles. And when I come to her, that's where I belong. Yes, I'm running to her like a river song. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Give me love, 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 crazy love. She got a fine sense of humor when I'm feeling low down. Yeah, when I come to her, it's when the sun goes down. She take away my trouble, take away my grief, take away all my heartache in the night like a thief. And when I'm returning from so far away, she give me some sweet loving that brightens up my day. Yes, it makes me righteous, and it makes me whole. Peaches said it makes me mellow right down into my soul. She give me love, 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 crazy love. She give me love, 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 crazy love. Oh, and I need her in the daytime, and I need her in the night. I wanna throw my loving arms around her, kiss and hug her, kiss and hug her tight.
I love that, Steve.
Steve always mellows me out,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like if I'm amped and then I just like calm down. Okay.
Oh,
nice
yeah.
and chill.
Chilled me, Steve. That was fantastic. Steve chilled me.
Yeah,
Loved
Steve
it.
chilled me. So if you want to get chilled after the show, make sure that you're hanging out at the after party at Steve Cutler Live.
Yeah, go over there and give it a
The
listen.
link
Great
will
time.
be in the chat, I'm
Great time.
sure.
Yeah, Steve.
Somebody will drop it.
Steve, Lucky, drop that link so we can get people over there. Yeah.
Drop that link.
I think it was a photo finish over there on the sing-off tonight, and I'm gonna,
I think Rockfin pushed me over. I got to say thank you to the Rockfin peeps.
Yeah, I think Chanda edged me out by a vote. So, good job, Chanda. Now we need to get some skill ones in here. Those sing-offs.
I know.
We're still creeping out Lucky with those sing-offs with the reflexes. Anyway, we got
Try to make the face fall off. That's the whole point.
That's what we should shoot for. Worst face off.
Right.
We got Stoner Corner, Chanda. You brought that.
Stoner Corner. So Stoner thought of the day, number 359. Do clouds ever look down on us and think, yep, that one looks like an idiot?
I believe that. Absolutely.
Yeah, I do. Today's happiness is sponsored to you by marijuana.
There you go.
For sure. And Interstate 70 in Colorado has a mile marker of 419.99 since mile marker 420 keeps getting stolen. Modern problems require modern solutions. And why I don't text you back. I'm busy. I'm ignoring you. I'm stoned and I forgot to hit send. That's it.
That's it. I like that mile marker one.
That's a true thing. That is a true thing. I'd say they've had a problem with that Colorado since they legalized.
What do you got for Hollywood? Not much.
Hollywood, I just threw one of your faves on here because I know that you are a big fan of the shit lib Ron Perlman.
Yeah, I know. Ron, you great actor.
He's a great actor, but
loved him
terrible shit lib.
Beauty and the Beast, favorite TV series of all time.
Well, we named our show after it.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I know. I look like this cat. Now stop sending me this picture. Yeah, absolutely, Ron. You sure do. Now go back.
Why does he look like Maine Coons?
Yeah, I know. Just go back to shit libbing and please do me a favor and get rid of Meathead. I'd rather have you up there to look at than Meathead.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I don't know. They're equally bad.
Yeah,
right?
Rob Reiner and Sulu, George Takei. They're two of the worst, I think. So.
Well, they can take all the women with them too.
Yeah.
Deborah Messing.
Yeah, they can.
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, take them all.
We know who Hollywood is.
We know who Hollywood is for sure.
Yeah.
We're sure. It's movie time.
I know I don't have any talent, and I know all I have is a body, and I am doing my best exercise.
No, you're good.
Wow.
Poor Sharon Tate.
Yeah. She was at my aunt and uncle's home 2 weeks before she was murdered.
Wow, that's creepy.
That
really?
was
Wow.
Real creepy. Real.
Yeah,
creepy.
I know a lot about the Manson murders. I'm kind of I'm obsessed with death, murder, mayhem stuff. So,
What's the movie we got tonight?
The movie is brought to you by Jilly Love. Thank you, Jilly, for sending this to us. This is kind of a follow-up one to what we had last week. This is You Will Be Happy.
You will be happy. Okay, let's be happy. Be happy. Here we go. I'm pulling the trigger.
You will own nothing.
Klaus!
Und you will be happy.
Warning. Your weekly rental smart contract will automatically execute in 72 hours. Please ensure that your personal wallet is appropriately funded. Your scheduled Uber ride share will arrive in 10 minutes. Now arriving at your destination.
我们现在到达您的目的地。
Good morning. Waging number 22177? New transfer?
Yes.
Good. Look up. So what do you think of your new work pod? Pretty nice, right?
Yeah. It's a bit cramped though.
Oof. That's bad speak. I'll let you sort it out. See you at the mandatory chivalry roll call dance later today.
Yikes. You have violated your employment smart contract. Replaying offending speech.
It's a bit cramped, though.
This statement is in direct contradiction with the verified Snopes fact that Open Office 2.0 work pods are comfortably spacious, combining the safety of closed cubicles with the communal spirit of open office environments. You have been deducted 20 good boy tokens from your weekly income. Warning. Projected weekly income is insufficient to meet your weekly rental payment. Please ensure that your wallet is appropriately funded within the next 68 hours.
Oh mein Gott. I qualmed.
Oh, Jilly, creep me out. I love it. That's
oh my gosh. He said one thing that's a little cramped and he loses his pod, his job. Yeah. And that's what it's like to do shows on certain platforms.
Yeah, exactly so. And if you think we're not getting a taste of that right now, we're getting more than a taste. We're getting a whole slice.
Yeah,
so
we're living it, man.
Just think about that. Anyway, that was
are.
great. Thank you, Jilly. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Jilly.
We are at the end of the show. I want to thank everybody who has hung out and even those who have departed because we busted over 100 full time today.
Yes, yay!
Yeah,
yay.
that was great. And thank you to Fair and Balance for bringing her group over. That was wonderful.
Bringing her posse.
And her posse. So what
and I want to say, hey, you guys, hit that like button for us. So, little things, you do help us out, help us move through the algorithm. Yeah, exactly. So hit that like button and definitely share and tell your friends about us.
Yeah, absolutely. Hot Summer Nights continue.
Hot Summer Nights.
Next week.
We got to get into the 80s, but we got to do the 70s first.
Yeah, I know. I got bell bottoms. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. What are we doing next? What are we doing next week? Or is it going to be?
I want to do dirty 70s.
Dirty 70s. Does that mean Ron Jeremy's 70s?
No, I'm thinking like pollution, gas prices, like dirty 70s.
How do we make that fun?
How do we make anything fun?
I don't know how we do it.
I don't know. We'll figure it out though. So next week, the 70s.
Yeah. Okay. Next week. So don't forget Combo Couch Monday. I don't know what they have in store, but I'm sure they're plotting. And Nothing Monday. We're going to try and do a short takes on Tuesday this week, depending on how hot it is, because up here in our area, we're going to be in the 90s. And I'm going to be scraping for 100. So when the studio gets too hot, like it did last year, I had to shut down for a week. So
yeah, that's right. We did.
Yeah,
so we're going to try. You'll either see us Tuesday or you won't.
Yeah.
And as soon as my system is here, you're going to see a lot more of me all over the place, engineering and doing my own shows and over on the Patreon. But
yeah, those Patreon shows will be happening at that point.
Yes, please put it in a box and send it. That's all just please. I buy power, send it.
Yeah, put it. Yeah, I buy power. It's designed by Oz, built by I Buy Power, and it's a great system. So Hot Summer Nights will continue. We are going to go out with something special tonight. We've got the same song, but we've got two different bands performing because they were really
Where are we?
short. We are on 59.
Okay. No. 59 is Janice. That's Janice.
No, this is right here.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you're the one that I want, and that's
the one that I want.
That's one of them, and then I put the other one in, but that was in the deck. So anyway, Chanda.
Yes.
Tuesday night, Beauty to Be Short Takes. We might have something with Suzanne Murphy on Wednesday night.
Yes, I haven't done a show with her in a long time, and I really enjoy having a really in-depth, great conversation with her. Wicked smart lady. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I just want to shout everybody out. You guys are the best. This doesn't happen without you guys and your support. And you're sending us stuff. And
shout out to Thurston Community Media.
Yes.
For hosting us in the late night hours up in Thurston County. Thank you so much, VSA.
The witching hour.
Yeah, and then Sister Amber has not confirmed for Friday night, but this is her week. And then we're back with Dirty 70s next Saturday with Beauty and the Boomer. Had a lot of fun tonight, guys.
Me too.
Thank you for all the support, everybody out there. And
have a great weekend.
You guys have a great weekend. I think I'm set up to roll. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Well, let's roll. Enjoy the summer. You guys get out there and have a fun Sunday.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control. Cosmic power, you're supplying, it's electrifying.
You better shape up, 'cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. You are the one. You better shape up. You better understand. To my heart, I must be true.
Nothing left for me to do. You're the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one I want. Ooh, 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 the one I need. Oh, yes,
It's a secret affection. You're too shy to convey. Meditate in the direction. Feel the way.
I better shape up, 'cause you need a
I
man.
need a man who can keep me satisfied.
I better shape up, if I'm gonna prove.
You better prove that my fate is justified.
I'm never sure, 'cause I'm sure down deep inside. You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. Ooh, 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 the one I need. Oh, yes, indeed. You're the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. Ooh, 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 honey, the one that I want. Ooh, 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 the one I need. Oh, yes, indeed. You're the one that I want.
'Cause you're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Honey, you're the one that I want. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh. You are the one I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Honey, you're the one that I want. You are the one I want.